In this video, we'll deep dive into the audience builder within Untitled. If you're not already familiar with the Untitled platform, take a look at our product tour and overview before watching this video. We can start building audiences in Untitled from the visitor table, which is where all of the website visitors that Untitled has de-anonymized will show up in your account. From the visitor table, you'll see customer attributes like name, email, gender, income range, address, and session behavior. You'll also see that there are 3 types of records that are brought into the visitor table. B2B profiles are visitors that Untitled matched on their business email address. B2C profiles are visitors that Untitled matched on their personal email address. PTE files are visitors whose email address we were able to capture, but not further information. The data that is captured in Untitled for each type of profile is different, and that will impact how you are able to filter each type of profile. To build an audience, you filter this visitor table by clicking the Filters button. You can filter on almost any attribute that shows up in the visitor table. If your Untitled account has multiple tags, then you may want to narrow down which tags you're building an audience from. If you've already connected sources of customer data, like HubSpot or Klaviyo, you can include only data from those sources, so that you're retargeting customers who are already in your database. Or you can exclude those people that are already in your customer database, reaching only new customers. The Page Paths filter allows you to include or exclude customers from your audience based on which web pages they have visited. For example, you may target customers who have visited the product's URL on your website because that shows intent for them to purchase. You can also exclude visitors who have hit pages on your website, like careers, because you don't likely want to target potential future employees with a retargeted product ad. You can also build an audience based on the referrer URL. If you wanted to, for example, exclude those website visitors who came from Facebook because you're trying to create a new custom audience to target on Facebook, you might specify that the referrer URL does not contain Facebook. The buyer intent model allows you to categorize website visitors based on an algorithm that Untitled has created to try and target those website visitors most likely to become customers. By selecting hot and warm buyer intent levels, you will target those customers who have visited e-commerce pages and spent enough time on the site to show that they have an interest in purchasing from you. You can get even more granular by targeting visitors by their number of visits to the site and their time spent on site, targeting those website visitors who have the most activity or who return to your site most often. B2C filters will apply only to those B2C profiles that Untitled has captured. You can filter by age, income, gender, location, and homeowner status. But it is important to keep in mind that if you apply a B2C filter, like age, to your audience, this B2C filter cannot apply to B2B records or PTE records, because Untitled has not captured the age attribute for B2B or PTE profiles. Applying an age range filter of 25 to 34 means that your audience will still include all B2B profiles, because Untitled doesn't know the age of those people. If one of the B2C filters is really important to your audience definition, like you're going to run an ad that contains some text about age, the best thing to do is remove the B2B and PTE records from your audience. Now, your audience will contain only records of people aged 25 to 34. B2B filters apply only to B2B records, and you can filter by industry, company size, position, and location of that business. For example, you can target the industry of veterinary services. Keep in mind that these B2B filters won't impact the B2C records in your audience, because Untitled doesn't capture job industry for B2C profiles. After you have applied all of the filters that will narrow down your audience to the segment that you want to reach, click Apply Filters, and your visitor table will update to show only the profiles of people who fit your filters. Then, you can save this group as an audience and give it a name. In this example, you might name it High Intent Visitors Not from Facebook. Next, you'll set a lookback window, which can range from 7 days to all time. The lookback window determines how long a visitor stays in your audience after they enter it. For a 7-day audience, a visitor will remain in the audience for a week and then be removed. An all-time audience will continuously grow. Click Save, and now your audience will show up within the dashboard of your account, and you can sync it to your existing marketing tools and workflows through the Destinations page. Audiences are automatically updated daily, so any visitor to your website who fits the filters you applied will be added to your audience, and any visitor who no longer meets the lookback window criteria will be removed. Visitors to your website can re-enter the audience anytime they match the filters again. You can create as many audiences as you'd like within Untitled and sync them to your marketing tools for all of your online campaigns.